Hey guys, Ralph here. And this is going to be a little bit different and short and sweet. Since I'm not doing anything tomorrow, I'm going to put this up today. And I sort of bamboozled you because I put a picture of Doc on the thumbnail, knowing full well most of you would not watch this if I put a picture of the actual participant. Okay? But you want to watch this. Guys, I'm telling you. This is just as freaky as anything Doc can do. Now, let me tell you about it. This is a guy named Steve Freeds, okay? He went to Mannes with me. He has a PhD in choral conducting, and he's a tremendous, not quite world class, but the next best thing classical guitar player. Fabulous. Now, he was older than me, so he was getting his PhD when I was a freshman, and trumpet and choral conducting, we saw each other in the hall and knew each other. And it wasn't until I put two and two together when he showed up on the kettlebell world. Okay? Now, years ago, when he was in his 40s, he's standing at the top of his stairwell at home and got a blinding, excruciating pain in his back to the point where he fell down 2 flights of stairs. When they called the paramedics and whatnot, they thought he hurt his back falling down the stairs. It was just the opposite. He fell down the stairs because he hurt his back. As it turned out, the 3rd and 4th vertebrae at the base of his back were completely ruptured. Okay? Blinding pain, and he spent the next several months in bed, hopelessly hooked on pain pills. And this was pretty much his life, unless he did an operation. The doctor said the only thing left was to fuse the spine, which turns you into Frankenstein. You have no mobility for the rest of your life. He didn't want either. He didn't want to spend his rest of his life in bed, but he just didn't want it. So if he could put up with the pain, he could deal with the what his next plan was. And he just completely immersed himself in all things of the physical culture. He had to figure out a way to do this. And along the way, he stumbled across kettlebells. All right? Now, he started with the kettlebells, and geez, his back got better. His back got better. Now, the vertebrae do not heal. They do not regenerate. There's still ruptured vertebrae there. But what he does, the muscles around his lower back are so strong that it takes almost completely the pressure off his vertebrae. Okay? And forget leading a normal life. He is one of the most highly advanced kettlebell instructors and aficionados in the country. It's very, very big in Russia. I guess the Russian guys and the Eastern European guys just absolutely wipe us out. But in this country, he's like a big kahuna. He went with Pavel, and that's how I know him, actually. And I took some lessons with him this summer. Very, very bright guy. But here's the deal. He's about this tall. He's about 5'5". He weighs about 135 pounds, and that is the group that he competes in the deadlift. He is literally one of the strongest people in the world. Natural now. It's a natural. You have to do blood tests and all this sort of stuff. The Olympic guys are all juiced up. But again, in his age group, 70 and above, and 135 pounds, he is literally one of the strongest people in the world. And he, after doing a 400-pound kettlebell deadlift, which for a guy his size is an enormous task, he can just flop down, boom, into a flat split, which will make any ballerina and ballet dancer at the Bolshoi just blush. It's incredible. Strength, flexibility, endurance. Well, he just put this up today. This is called Skin the Cat, and it takes out and not even 2 minutes. So I want you to watch the whole thing. I'm going to put it down. But I can't begin to tell you how much strength this takes to pull off what he just did. I mean, it's just, and the flexibility. The flexibility in the shoulder girdle is just not to be believed. And I'll tell you what, If I had what he has, Triple C, I'd laugh at Triple C's. Okay? And if I had what he has, I'd laugh at 100-mile-per-hour fastballs. He is that strong. Now, here's the kicker, guys. It is not necessarily brute strength. When you see the guy, he is not enormous muscles. He's actually very slight. If you saw him in pedestrian clothes, you wouldn't think he's one of the strongest guys in the world. It's incredible. But what he does is he, again, if you watch this Skin the Cat, the abdominal muscles are so strong, okay? It's not even so much his arms. There's more flexibility in the arms. It's more the abdominal muscles and, guys, compression. Pavel teaches absolute compression. Bruce Lee talks air compression all the time. And I can't begin to tell you how much compression that this guy is getting in his core. Now, again, we talked about this in compression and everything. Now, again, he's a choral conductor and he's an amateur, quasi-professional level singer. And he sounds like frickin' Pavarotti. You can't believe the power. The power. And I'm telling you guys, this is part of it. Now, the crazy thing is, Maurice Andre, Maynard, Harry James, they couldn't do one kettlebell swing if their hair was on fire. But they somehow got, at a very early age, knew how to compress the air. This is what Lynn Nicholson has in spades. This is what Cat Anderson has in spades. Guys, it's compression. Now, obviously, for our purposes, we're not trying to deadlift or skin the cat or anything like that. So we don't need that extreme compression. But guys, this is literally what we are after. And what it does is the compression, hyperradiation, takes the stress off the other muscles and allows you to do something by incorporating all the muscles of the body along with the spit button, with the compression. It's an incredible feat of strength. And I bamboozled you with a picture of Doc so you could watch it. Okay? So I'll be quiet. I'm done now. Check this out. It's a minute and 50 seconds. You can't believe a strength, flexibility, endurance through compression. All right? Guys, we'll talk again on Friday. Love you all.